Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing really well. So today's video is none other than a box tour for JanesAgenda Deluxe subscription box for the month of April. If you're interested in seeing everything that I received for April's box, let's go ahead and jump on into this video, and please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it's free. The card letting you know what comes in the box and then the introduction. So I'm going to start off with the introduction, and you're welcome to pause and read this if you would like, but it just says, "Dear subscriber, this month's subscription box is a love letter to book lovers, an invitation to slow down, get lost in words, and embrace the romance of a well-read life. Inside you'll find thoughtful curated pieces that capture the elegance of a literacy escape. A special designed book insert helps you expand your TBR list," which is to be read list, by the way, for those who don't know, "track reads, and jot down favorite passages. Plus, enjoy an exclusive sample of our soon-to-be released weekly dashboard insert, an innovative tool to organize your week with flexibility and ease." Again, I've stopped and reading the whole card. I stopped here. So if you want to pause it and read it, you definitely can. On the back, it does come with the list of everything that has come in the box, as well as a QR code for the subscribers only Facebook group, which I need to get in because that's where all the info is, and the details are. The book planning insert pack. So hopefully this is not too washed out, but at the top it says to be read. At the top here, I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit more so you can kind of sort of see it. This is the fiction series. It has a series name, author, genre, and number of books. And then you have your check mark there. So this is your to be read list for fiction. The one thing that I saw that was very different compared to the other sheet is that this is your title, your author, your series, and then your check mark. So I think this is just to count off like maybe how many you've read within that series name. So if you're reading a specific series, like who is it, Janet Ivanovich, I believe, she has a series of books of like 2 to 8 to the 9, etc. My mom loves her books, so I just kind of thought of her when I thought about like a series of books. So this is for the series, and then of course this one is just for whatever, fiction books you are reading. So then we have your non-fiction books, same type of insert, and then we have the reading notes. So you have your title, your author, your topical genre, your reading notes down here, and then your rating, which is just the stars. And then we have book reviews. So this and the one behind it were my two favorite inserts. I knew it was gonna be good. So the book reviews have the title, the author, the date started, the date finished. You have your stars, and then your peppers. So I think the peppers is how spicy it is. So like if you're a romantic novel type reader, which when I started reading like seriously as an adult, I would read an author by the name of Eric Jerome Dickey. He does do a lot of I want to say romance. It's not really, they're a bit of romance, but they're a bit of drama, if that makes sense, but they're fiction books. So I really liked a lot of his books, and I actually started purchasing more once I got into like my third one. I was like, okay, yeah, I really like him as an author. So it's a little bit spicy. Some of his books are spicy, not all of them. And then this right here, I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I have been hand drawing this same sheet, and I've been working on it for about a month now. It just has never turned out the way I want it. Mine is not exactly like this. I have a little bit more on my shelves, if that makes sense. If you guys are interested in seeing me design this type of a sheet, let me know, and I may do like a design with me just to kind of show you. It's a little bit harder because a lot of my designs start off on paper, and then I kind of like sketch them out on my phone, and then I kind of move into my editing software that I use for like my stickers and other things. So it's a little bit harder to do it because I use multiple platforms and services to help me design certain things. So it'd be easier if I could just buy it and to be honest with you, even to design it. But I like to craft from time to time, and this is one of the projects that I took on. So when I saw she came out with this, I was like, dang it, all that work I just did and boop, Jane gave it to us. So this and the book review sheet alone is definitely worth it. So if you're a book reader and you're looking for a way to track your books and you do not want to make them yourself, try JanesAgenda. I will also recommend AJ McGarvey. She is really good at like stamping and designing like book inserts for herself. So I really like what she does. So she might be a person that you guys can look to as well if you're looking to do your own pages and you want to use maybe stamps or hand draw. Her writing is phenomenal. Like she has some really good unique handwriting. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the weekly planner insert. This is the weekly number 31. It's starting April to June 2025, and I know she said this is going to come to the shop, but it's not going to be I think available until July or end of June for a July start date, if I'm not mistaken. To the bottom, it does have the month bolded. It has a dot grid on the front. And fun fact, here we go again. I feel like Jane is in my head somewhere. I don't know why, but literally I was redesigning my all-in-one inserts, which you guys have seen me use or show on my channel, and I'm redesigning them to be a little bit different because I'm not certain if I want to offer them in my shop or not, which my shop is currently closed right now. I am on the fence if I'm gonna reopen it, but it just really depends. If somebody sees something they like, I might reopen it just for that person to buy and then close it back down, or I might reopen it and keep it open. You know, who knows? So anyway, so my new inserts are similar to this. They are not the same. So on this side of the sheet, it says focus and goals. Then you have your week from Monday to Sunday, and it's already dated. So this is definitely an insert for a person who does not have a busy life. And that was my thought process behind the redesign of mine, because I don't have a super busy life. I have like a semi-busy life right now. So this type of setup would definitely work for someone like me. And you do have 3 places, by the way, to put down your focus or your goals. And then on the other side of the sheet, you have your Monday through Sunday, which you can use for maybe upcoming appointments that you may have maybe the next week, or maybe this week that you don't want to put over here to fill up space, or maybe your meetings. Maybe you want to use it for a work schedule. There's so many different ways and ideas that I have to use this. You have your habits here, and then you have your check boxes Monday through Sunday, and you have a list. So if you're a list maker, which I am, and most of us planners are, you're going to love this. You have dot grid at the bottom, and then you have the month. Now, the other thing that stands apart from mine are the fact that I did not do a dot grid or any sort of grid at the bottom of mine as of yet. I may change my mind, but I used it for something else. But if you guys are interested in me sharing my new inserts, let me know. I'm setting them up to be used for the new school year, if that makes sense. So basically right now I'm using my existing all-in-one inserts, and then for the 2025-2026 school years, I'm going to change it out. So I really like this design. It's very similar to the one that I've already designed for myself, but not exactly the same. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this or not just yet, only because I've already designed up till April. So yeah, there's that. Because mine are specifically designed to separate work and school and home stuff. So that's just something that I did to modify my inserts. So this year they're modified. So technically I have 3 different versions. I have a blank version, a modified version that has categories, and then the new version, which is similar to this, where one side is like the plan, the other side is like the task and schedule, if that makes sense. So that's that. Then let's go ahead and show this vellum, because it's curling up on a sister. It does have introverted but willing to discuss books, and that is very so much me. I'm very much an introvert, even though I know it probably doesn't come off on camera. I am an introvert at heart, but I can also be extroverted depending upon the situation. All right, so next up is these dashboards, and y'all know I never know which ones are which. I think this one is the MCC set 2. Yeah, so the first one is the MCC set of 2, and it has the same images but reversible. So this is the rose, and if you put it this way, then you have roses on the back, or you can change it up and do the books, which is the same thing on the back. This reminds me of Downton Abbey, like the library at Downton Abbey where the Earl sits. That's what that reminds me of. I don't know if that's where they got that from, but it's really cute. Then the 3-pack set of dashboards, which is the same image front and back. So it has these books with, what is that, baby's breath kind of laying in between, kind of like page markers, which is really nice. Then you have this one that I know this image. I can't think of it to save my mind right now because it's been in my mind trying to remember where this image is from, and I can't. But it reminds me of a place I saw in like Rick Steves Europe. If anyone's ever watched that show, that's where I'm trying to figure out where it's from because I know I've seen this. I feel like I've seen him walking through this same area. And then there is this background, which is really nice, very, very neutral. I feel like she gives you a good variety of bookmarks, like dashboards, and a lot of the dashboards are very much interchangeable. You can use pretty much any dashboard from any of her prior boxes to her new boxes together, and I think it just works out depending upon like what kind of theme or look you are going for. Next up are the laminated vellum covers that she designed in-house. So she didn't do the other covers that she normally does. Well, now I'm not going to say she normally does them, but for the last few boxes she has done like the ones that she gets manufactured, but these are made in-house, which I really like. This vellum is that rose to kind of match the dashboard here, but if you lay it down, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it has like some muted green leaves on it. I really like this cover. It's really, really gorgeous, and I think that anyone who gets this box is going to love it as well. All right, let's jump into the accessory pack. So the first things I have are these little book paper clips, and I actually already own these. I own them in rose gold. I have a good bit of them. I do give them out as freebies when you order in my shop, again, which is closed right now, but these are in a brown color, so I'm gonna just put those up there. Next up are the quote cards, or you can call them journaling cards. Everyone calls it something different, depends on who you talk to and what day. So this one is, I have always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library. I am not about to botch his name. I know how to say it, but no, I'm not about to even disgrace myself like that. But Voorhees, I believe, is the last name. At least I can say that part of it, you know. If found, please return to the library. Which is really cute. It's that soft pink color to kind of go with the box. And then this one is the definition of book lover: someone who finds joy, comfort, and inspiration in the pages of a book. A soul who treasures stories and sees books as lifelong companions. Which that is really, really cute. And lastly is this journaling card that comes with, or quote card that has the QR code in the back. So this will end up being the screensaver for your phone, tablet, or iPad, whatever you're using. She reads books as one would breathe air to fill up and live. Really, really nice. Really pretty. All right, so then we have our page finder, which this to me is a hero item. To me, there's like 4 hero items in this box, but look how gorgeous that is. I'm trying to put it over the insert so you guys can see. So it's a stack of books with this kind of floral arrangement over it. Really, really nice. The next hero item, this is the hero item in my book, not in hers, because the hero items are the last 2 items I'm going to show you. But this next one is one of my hero items, other than that bookmark or page finder. This one is tabbed sticky notes. So you see that? And it goes with that dashboard. But you guys, if you are a person who use lists, right, and maybe that list needs to be the same every single week, you'll never lose it because of this. I hope she comes out with more. I'm just gonna put it out there. I hope she designs more of those and comes out with more, not every single month, but you know, like maybe every other month. Now I keep saying bookmark because one of the hero items in this box is the bookmark. And you guys, I've been trying to smell it because I know she said faux leather, but a piece of me feels like it's real leather with the way it feels. If it's faux leather, my goodness, they did a good job. If it's faux leather, I apologize for saying it's real leather because it literally smells like my lotion right now. But it says, sorry, I'm booked. I just love that. It's just really, really cute. And it feels good. Like, I don't even want to use it in the book. I'm going to put it in my Bible because it's just that soft and buttery, if that makes sense. And then the last hero item is the canvas zipper pouch, and it says, I would rather be reading, and have her logo on the back. You guys know that the quality is what Jane is known for. So her zippers is one of the things that people talk about. To me, this looks like a kind of like smoky brown color, which just so you guys know, I'm going to correct myself real quick. It is a vegan leather bookmark, but I tell you, the way this bookmark feels, it literally feels like real leather. So wherever she got this designed at, I hope she uses that company again, because let me tell you something, that bookmark is hitting on something there. I mean, I really can't tell you how good it is unless you get it for yourself. So hopefully she'll bring them to the shop. And it's like an embossed brown. It almost looks metallic, by the way, which I didn't say that before, but I highly recommend getting the deluxe subscription because it is worth it every single month. I would say budget for it if it's not within your budget, because it's about $80, give or take. But she does have two other subscription boxes that you can go for. But if you want everything, this is the box, because every single month your planner gets to put on a new face, so to speak. So highly recommended. Again, I'm not affiliated with JanesAgenda in any way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been talking and rambling enough because of my excitement. Now I'm going to go and plan some planner stuff. So I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe in those streets. Be blessed. Talk to you later. Bye.